What is doing the hood, guys? It is your boy Dan Senpai here, and this is for people who want to get into anime and just don't know what to actually start at. This is my recommendation videos. Hope you enjoy, especially to my heart, and that is Tingatopa Gurren Lagann. Tingatopa Gurren Lagann is about a boy named Simon, or a 14-year-old boy named Simon. Now, humanity has been drove underground by some own force. Like, humanity has always known, that they're underground. That's their home. And so one day when a giant robot thing called a gunman breaks through the surface, Simon and Kamina go to the surface. Now this is a really stupid and wacky series, but behind that is an actual really good plot. And you'll have lots of fun with it. Like my friend Max, like he loved the series, and I'm really glad that he got into the series. But this is Tingatopa Gurren Lagann, and if you know me out in real life, you can borrow this from me, but I don't really care. Now, my third recommendation is a well-known anime, and it's called Death Note, which is the story behind our maker, Light Yagami, who finds a Death Note and tries to use it to kill criminals. And the Death Note can kill any human as long as you have their name and face written in your head, and you can vision them dying. And you can kill them any way possible. Now, this also has 3 live-action movies and a live-action drama that's really actually good. And another movie coming out, along with the Netflix series, movie coming out as well. So again, this series is extremely popular. You probably have already watched this anime. If you're new to anime, you probably have watched this anime. But yeah, I'm still going to recommend this anime to other people, who really doesn't want to get an anime. But this is one for you. This anime is something that I have read and watched years ago, and there's not much really vampire animes out there that's actually really good. There's Shiki, and then there's Hellsing. Hellsing Ultimate, to be exact. Now, Hellsing Ultimate is about the vampire Alucard, and how he is forced, well, not really forced, but he is a servant to the Hellsing organization, which is people who crack down these evil rogue-esque vampires and kill them. Now, in this one accident, a police officer named Sheriff Victoria is killed in line of duty by Alucard, and she's turned into a vampire, and she's forced to live out her new life as a vampire, along with some Nazis, England, yeah, all that kind of good stuff. Now, from all of these recommendations, I request you to watch this dub and sub. Really good recommendations. These are good, but these are in my top 10 favorite animes of all time. Notice how I didn't say 10 or 20. No, this is my top 10 favorite of all time. So my first recommendation is The Greatness. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Now, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is the story of two brothers, Alphonse Edwards and Alphonse Elric, who commit a taboo against the alchemist. When their mother died, they try to bring her back to life with a human transmutation. And so Edward loses his Edward loses his leg while Alphonse loses his entire body. And during this, Edward sacrifices his arm to bring back our soul and bond him to, a pseudo armor. Now, with this comes the great story of two brothers trying to find a way to get their bodies back through the philosopher's stone. There is, you cannot be an anime fan and not watch these series. Like, this series is, it's excellent. And again, if you know me in real life, you can borrow this from me. But you can watch this also sub or dub, because the dub is really good as well. And this is a horror anime that has been really close to my heart for a long time now, since my 8th grade-ish year. 7th grade, whatever. This is When They Cry, or Higurashi no Nakokoro ni. In my opinion, this is the best horror anime has to offer. The story is our main character, Keiichi Maibara, moves to Hinamizawa, which is a small country town. Now, during this, he learns of the mystery behind this death of it's dead dam construction, and learning this, when the boss dies, his body is chopped up little bits, and yeah, some stuff never found. And during this, Keiichi tries to find out the truth, and that gets him in a whole lot more trouble. And this is the brilliant story of Higurashi. Blood and guts. It will keep you guessing to the very end of you know. It will keep you guessing. I will recommend you watch this subbed, because the dub is not really good, even though it's not just for me. I admit now that the dub is not really good. And also, it's a second season, Higurashi no Nakokoro ni Kai, or When They Cry, Kai. Now this one, Steins Gate. Now Steins Gate, girl, it's a time traveling anime that is actually done right. Now, you got to really pay attention to this story. It's a slow build up to something happening. Now, Steins Gate is about our main character named Okabe Ritaro, or as he's likes to be called, Hoen Kyoma, as he is a mad scientist. One day he discovers that his microwave is a time machine and likes to experiment with it, which causes a whole ripple effect. I don't really want to spoil much about it, but you will love these characters. Like, you will love to grow on these characters, you will love these characters, you will want to protect these characters. Kurisu Best Girl. Now, this is an anime that I have watched last March of last year, and I've grown to love it, and I even have the entire manga collection of the series. This is one of the best psychological animes, because I haven't really watched Lane of all time. And again, in my favorite animes of all time. This is Neo Genesis Evangelion. Now, Neo Genesis Evangelion is a story of our main character named Shinji Ikari in 2016. Now, in their world, the world has been completely destroyed in the Second Impact, which happened in 2001 or 2000, by these thing called angels. And to fight these angels, humanity has created these things called Evangelions. And Shinji is the one to be picked by his father, Gendo. And that starts the entire story of Evangelion. Like, you have to watch this anime. You have to watch this anime. It's not only one of my favorites, but it has stand the test of time. And, like, it's just, you will know what I mean when you watch it. And watch this subbed. You can watch this either dub or subbed. That's a really good dub as well. And you can watch this super dub either way. And my last recommendation is one of the most greatest psychological mysteries of all time. And that is Naoki Iwasawa's Monster. Now this is the story of her main character, Kenzo Tenma, who is a brilliant Japanese doctor in Germany. And one day, he decides to save a life of a young child, or the life of a mayor. What would you choose? For the kid, right? Okay, the kid. And so, that kid could be a monster. Timon loses his job and he is framed for the murders. And he's on the run, and he's trying to prove himself that he's not, you know, the one who killed them. Like, dude, I watched this like 2 years ago, and this is one of the most greatest psychological murder mysteries of all time. Like, dude, like the way that he, like, there's certain ways that this author does his stuff, and this, oh man, it's greatness. You can watch this dubbed or subbed, but it's the reason why Johan right here is one of the most greatest anime villains of all time. And that is it for this recommendation of anime. I want to do this video because, you know, there are people who I know, or there's people who want to get into anime and don't know where to start. Well, this is for you. This is my little thing. I might do more because I did not want to put Dragon Ball Z or Naruto on this list. So yeah, just like, comment, subscribe, guys, and have a good day and where you gotta live. Be sure to check out any of these animes on Kiss Anime or Crunchyroll or Daisuke or whatever, or just borrow them from me if you know me in person. So yeah, bye.